Gorgeous, welcome back to the makeup aisle. Today's video is going to be a review on the subscription service called Deck of Scarlet. I will let you know I purchased this on my own. I subscribe to the service on my own. I'm not being comped this box. I'm not being comped the subscription. I just decided that it was something that I wanted to talk about because I know it's kind of an up and coming thing. So the look that you see here today was created with the Deck of Scarlet box that I have. I boxed everything up because I kind of want to show you right from the get-go of how it arrives to your house. So the Deck of Scarlet box is kind of like the BoxyCharm, where the box itself is like your mailing box. So this is the outside of it. There's the label, the address label, and that is the way the front of the box looks. So it's very, very sleek. And when you open it, this is what you see. So you have two cards here, and then up top here it says "You're in." So the first card you get comes in a little black envelope, which is really cute, very, very sleek, and I love it. So it says "You're in," Deck of Scarlet right there, and then on the back it just basically tells you what they're about the limited edition palettes and how they work, how they get the YouTubers to kind of basically put together collections and that sort of thing. So that's the first card that you get. And then the second card you get is a little bigger, and basically what you're doing is you're meeting their artist-in-chief for that collection. This one that I started with is the 002 palette. They have a 001, and then this is the 002. And for this one, it's BabsBeauty. So in the back, you have a picture of BabsBeauty, whose real name is Stephanie, and then just a little blurb from her, and then all her social media so you can connect with her. I really like Babs. I am subscribed to her, and I love her videos. She's very informative when she goes through her videos. Her makeovers and her looks, her tutorials are really, really beautiful. I love them. So when you open the box after the cards, you have like a little, I don't know, like a foam thing there. So that comes out. And then you have the actual palette and a lip crayon. So I'm going to take the palette out and I'm going to start with that. What I will do is I will go through the palette, what it includes, what you get, and then once I finish that, I will talk about my experience as to what I thought, how the colors applied, how I felt the overall look came together, and that sort of thing. So this is what it looks like. It comes, what you saw earlier was just a sleeve. So what you have are two sections actually. So the first section, when you open it, that includes your 3 eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlighter. And also you get a mirror, which is really nice. And then on the other side, and I know a lot of people appreciate this, are your lip colors, which a lot of people I know do not like lip colors like in a pot or kind of that form where you kind of have to dig it out of something. But the fact that it's separated is very good because you're not going to get powder into that section. So for this collection here, you get a tangerine peach that is like it's not really a glittery type of thing or any shimmer. It's a little shimmery, more shimmery than the others. The other two are matte. This is called Peachy Keen. And then here you get one called Making Mauves, which is really pretty. I love that color. And then this one is called Sophia. This was really the reason why I decided to join now and pick this palette, because you could pick any one you want to start your subscription. I love purples, and if you've seen other videos on my channels or any of my pictures on any of my social media, I love nothing more than a really, really awesome purple smoky eye. So this color for me was kind of calling my name. This blush here is called BabsBeauty, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way it looks on my skin tone. It's just beautiful. And then the highlighter here is Gilded, which is kind of a gold highlighter. I will talk about what I felt about the highlighter. I wasn't too impressed with that. It's not a highlighter that they're going to see you from space, and I don't know if it's just that the shade didn't work for my skin, but it was the least favorite part of this palette for me. So we're going to move over to the lip colors. The top one is Plump, which is kind of a peachy purple, if you could see that there. And then the bottom is a nice chocolate brown called Brownies. I did not put this on my lips because if I put brown on my lips, I tend to get washed out. So what I did was I instead started with their One Stroke Graphic Lip Pencil, and this is in MIA. Probably hard to see from there, but it's kind of a mauvey taupe grayish purple. I don't know, it is just a really great color, like beautiful. And I didn't think that I was gonna like this color as much as I did, but I freaking love it. As soon as I put it on, it's a creamy consistency. So if you're into mattes and only really into mattes, do not like creamy lipsticks, this is probably not going to be up your alley. But as soon as I applied it, it just glides on your lips, really. And even though it's a little fatter, you know, it really was nice when I was like kind of lining my lips with it. It really still kind of stayed in place. And so what I did was I put it all over my lips, and then I went into the palette and took just a little bit of the Plump color here, the pinky purple, and just put it kind of in the center of the top and bottom lip and kind of mashed them together a bit. I did reapply just a bit before I started the video, and actually this makeup I've had on for a couple of hours, so I really do like the way it looks. With the shadows, I feel you had to work a little, not hard, but you had to really work to get the color where you wanted it. I think I am used to always like using black in the outer corner or something really vibrant so that it's almost dark, but these colors are not that dark. The mauve here in the middle is absolutely perfect when you start kind of making that crease, and I always do that above my natural crease. It was a beautiful color to do that. Really nice transition color. The purple is very nice too. I did have to build it up. The peachy keen, very nice. When you put it on, it really brightens the eye. And what I did was I put it over my lid, and then I put the purple, smudged that out, blended that out, went back again with the peachy keen, and just kind of try to lighten in like the corner or the inner half of the eye. The blush, again, I am absolutely smitten with the blush, love it. The highlighter is another story. I don't know that you could really get a sense that I'm even wearing highlighter. I had to use my brush and apply it no less than like 8 or 9 times. I mean, this highlighter was, you know, and I don't necessarily need to be seen from outer space. I am not one of those people where the highlighter has to look wet on my skin. I am going to try it with a little Fix Plus in the future, see if that works. And if it does, it does, and it's fine. But this is not one where you applied it and you're just like, oh yeah, girl. This is not that highlighter. So if you think it is not going to be. It is very powdery, which I do not like. But everything else I was very much impressed with. The consistency of the lip colors, like I said, is extremely creamy. You know, the crayon being the first thing, they are very creamy. So if you like a matte finish, you may not like this. I absolutely love it. Again, the color I thought was going to wash me out, but I love it because it's a little muted, but you still get something. And when I applied the pink in the middle of the lips, it really kind of brought it to life. It feels very nourishing, moisturizing. It doesn't feel drying at all. So if you do like that feeling of hydration and don't mind a cream lipstick, a very nice option. I think they did a really nice job with the lip products in this subscription kit. So that is the palette. Again, this is the edition 02, which is the BabsBeauty edition. They have a couple of different ones. They already have the new one out for preview. So the way this works is that every 60 days, so it's every 2 months, you get a new palette and a new lip pencil. You get to decide whether or not you want that rotations palette. So that's one thing that I appreciate right off the bat, is that you don't have to take it. Whereas if you're part of BoxyCharm, you're part of Ipsy, you're part of Glossybox, you just pay, the box comes to you. You may like everything, you may not. Right now, the new one is already for preview, so they give you probably about a week and a half to 2 weeks to preview. And if I don't want it, then I just say skip it, and then in 2 months after that, they will send another one, and then I will preview it and decide if I want to go ahead and buy it or not. So if you're breaking it down, it's $29.95 $5, I believe, for every 2 months. So basically $15 a month. This is going to be good for someone, let's say, who travels a lot and likes to keep their makeup game streamlined, because you have everything here just as you need it. So I will say with this, I had to use a color to set my primer because I wasn't going to use any of these to actually just set it. And then I did use just a bright matte white to highlight the brow bone. And then I used a kind of a glitter to highlight the inner corners, which is fine. I don't think you're going to necessarily, I mean, you may be able to. I wasn't going to be able to get like a complete look out of this. Although everything else except for like the eyeliner, I did use through this. I did not, I bronzed my skin a little bit, but for the most part, I wanted to keep in kind of theme and using this palette overall, and I think I stuck to that pretty well, with the exception of a few extra shadow colors. Another person that might like the subscription is somebody who's just starting out in makeup, and maybe you like the idea of having everything together. So you're getting, you know, lip products, blushes, highlighters, and the eye colors all together, and it's only every 2 months. As far as recommending this subscription service, if you will, because it's not necessarily a subscription box, I would recommend it. It's, you know, again, I was a little disappointed with the highlighter, but everything else worked for me. I am going to try that highlighter with Fix Plus, see if it kind of wettens up the look and really makes that highlighter pop on my cheeks. It may just have been that the color wasn't right. But overall, I am very pleased with this. I was very excited to get the box yesterday. It was a surprise because I had not received a shipping notice. Which I'm not really mad about because, again, it was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting it yesterday. It is a very streamlined palette, so it's very good for travel, as you can see there. The lip pencil or the lip crayon in this, I just absolutely love it. If you are contemplating it because of price, again, it's $30, but it's every 2 months, and you don't have to take the palette that they offer. That for me is huge, because if you really don't like the colors, if they're not going to work for you, then just skip it. You may say that can work for somebody else that I know. It could be a great gift as well. So, you know, I think like anything, you need to try what you're comfortable with. It may work for you, may not. I like the subscription service for just having had it only for 1 day. But again, the look I put together, I'm very pleased with. I love the lip color. Highlighter left a little to be desired, but overall, I really like this concept. So I'm gonna link it down below in case you're interested. Again, I did purchase this palette on my own. I did join the subscription service on my own. I am not getting comped for this. I'm not getting comped with a subscription. It was just something that I was interested in trying and thought that I would bring it to you, because sometimes you want to hear other people's take on it. You know, you may be kind of like on the fence about whether to buy it or not, and maybe a review may push you to do it, or a review may push you not to do it. So again, this is just my opinion on this. This is how I feel about this specific palette. I will bring you other reviews as I continue to receive palettes from them, but for this one, I really did like it. So that's gonna do it for my review of Deck of Scarlet. Thanks so much for spending a few moments of your day with me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please also do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and also click that little bell so that you get alerted as to whenever I upload new videos. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!